This right here is a conversation, a tale as old as time. And you know what? I love talking about this kind of thing because there are two different sides, two very different sides of the spectrum. And you can see the different posts right here on the recent Mortal Kombat Reddit posts where someone here says, I like having a lot of guest characters as DLC. The joke being like, it's a hot take. I'm standing up alone on this. And then other posts that are like, hot take, I'm tired of guest characters. He says like, I'm probably going to get bashed for saying this, but I want to see more characters from the MK franchise and less guest characters. I feel like they get in the way for me and other people's favorite MK characters to become playable. And then a lot of the top comments with that post are saying like, you know, not a hot take. Many of us are. We all want more MK characters. Fuck those dumb guests. Where's Cabal? Where's Jade? That's a pretty aggressive statement. Like those dumb guests, dude. Some of the guests are freaking awesome. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably over. I'm you know what? F it. My hot take. I'm also over here. I like having a lot of guest characters as DLC. It's just cool. Like we all like. Let's be honest. Okay, hold on. Let me say this. I like having a lot of guest characters as DLC, along with I do still want more Mortal Kombat characters. Like it's not that I want this guest character instead of a Mortal Kombat character. I want both. I want them all. Give me Homelander, Omni-Man, but also give me Jade, give me Cabal. You know, like why not? And you know, to be fair, there is only X amount of Mortal Kombat characters. Like there is only like so many they could do that people actually would want, right? Like we joke that we want mocap, but like do we really want mocap, right? But there are only so many characters that they could bring to the game, the franchise, before it's like we're out of Mortal Kombat characters. And then you might say, well, why don't they just make new Mortal Kombat characters? Like, well, they have, and then even then sometimes the community doesn't like those new made characters. Like Ferrator, love him now. When they first came out, people did not like Ferrator. Even the Collector, people do not like the Collector. Like there are very few that people actually like. Like I like Kotal Khan, Aaron Black. You get the point. There's only so many Mortal Kombat characters they could like bring back to the game. But there's, as long as we have the licensing and all that correct, there's an endless amount, what seems to be an endless amount, a larger portion for sure when it comes to guest characters. And honestly, let's just be honest. Let's be on two things, okay? Two things. One, the big one in the room. It's so cool. It is so cool to play Mortal Kombat. Literally the goriest, the most intense, just insane freaking fatalities, brutalities, that kind of thing, fighting game. It is so cool to see. I don't even like Terminator, but it's so cool to see Terminator tear someone's head off in a fighting game that I'm playing. That's pretty cool. Are there guest characters that I'm not a fan of? Yes. Ghostface, Conan, Rambo. I don't care for them, but they're cool. Like it's cool that someone who's not Mortal Kombat is in Mortal Kombat, slashing, tearing up heads. Would I rather have different guest characters compared to those ones? Yes. Will I take these? Also yes. You know what I'm saying? Like I can have both. I would rather have, in my opinion, better guest characters, but I still think it's cool to have a guest character in Mortal Kombat. Now, over here, I'm tired of guest characters. I hate to say it, but like I wish they would just make the roster bigger. Give us like 40, 50 characters. Give me all the Mortal Kombat characters and sprinkle in those guest characters, bro. It's just so cool to have them. And they agree here. Like a lot of the comments here too are like, big Mortal Kombat fan, player from the 90s. I always look forward to the guest characters. I love them. And here's the thing. People don't realize, us Mortal Kombat fans, yes, we want Mortal Kombat characters. Here's my second point. One, again, they're cool. I think it's awesome to see Omni-Man, even if you don't like Invincible. That's so cool. See him squish heads and all the references from the show. It is, I think, objectively, just so cool. It is awesome. Now, the second big point is sales. That's it. Like that is the primary reason that they continue to do guest characters. People forget that if guest characters did not sell, they wouldn't keep doing them, but they are, which means they're selling. And so like obviously money is the big motivator, and the big reason why is because people also forget this. Most Mortal Kombat 1 players are casual players. They're not the pro players going crazy. They're not the content creators like myself. most players in this community, fighting games in general, let alone the Mortal Kombat community, are casuals. They're just hanging out here to have a good time. They're fans from the 90s, or they're new players. And the majority of casuals and new players don't really know the depth of the lore of Mortal Kombat. So a lot of them, just to be honest, don't really care for Jade. They don't really care for Cabal, these other characters that we love as Mortal Kombat fans. But a large portion of the community, as casuals, they just don't care. Yes, they want Scorpion, they want Sub-Zero, Liu Kang. They want the foundational characters, right? They want those characters. But at the end of the day, they think it's cooler than I do. They think it's so cool to have Homelander, Omni-Man, Predator, Alien, Jason, Kratos as guest characters in their world, in their favorite fighting game. Because in their world, that's their favorite fighting game. So it's like, oh cool, I can play as, Alien and Predator. That's insane. And guess what? It sells. So when it sells, guess what you're gonna do more of? If I was a company and I was like, yo, a big part of our game is these characters that aren't part of Mortal Kombat, the game that we made, but they will make us a lot of money. Guess what I'm gonna do more of? Duh. I'm gonna go do more guest characters. So it's kind of the funny, I think the fun/funny conversation to have, because it is all opinion based, right? Like me saying I like having a lot of guest characters as DLC is my opinion. Now, if people can disagree and say, no, I'm tired of them, totally cool. I get why you would be tired of them. But I do think that people have to understand that you might not like Omni-Man, and that's totally fine. But a lot of people like Omni-Man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the casual players love Homelander because they just love the boys, the show, right? So they're gonna, when they put Homelander in and Omni-Man in, all these casuals that love him, they're gonna buy him. And that's what NetherRealm WB wants. They want you to buy him. So though I agree, I totally see people's points of like tired of guest characters, and they've had them for a long time. Not very, very, very many. I think other fighting games are dipping their toes more into the realm of guest characters, but before it was hardly ever a thing. Like Tekken 7 had Akuma from Street Fighter and Negan from The Walking Dead, right? And Street Fighter 6 right now has Terry, right? And Mei. So they have a couple guest characters too, sure, from other fighting games. Like, I think it'd be cool to have like Ryu or Kazuya in Mortal Kombat. That'd be sick as hell. But Mortal Kombat typically does like actual guest characters from other franchises, TV shows, whatever. And I think that's cool. Do they lean into it a bit more than the other games? Because they have like 6 guest characters compared to like 2. Yeah, sure. But a lot of games do it, bro. A lot of games have these crossovers. Dead by Daylight has so many crossovers. I mean, just look at Fortnite. Fortnite is nothing but crossovers, right? And it's so successful. So not only I think are guest characters the main selling point, but it's the idea. It's the idea that there's having a crossover. Like, it's literally the idea of there's a fighting game that has fatalities and ripping off heads and all these things, but that fighting game has, yeah, its main roster with this guy called Scorpion and this ninja called Sub-Zero. But hear me out, Steve, my friend. They have Omni-Man. They also have Homelander. They got Peacemaker from DC. You love DC. And they have Ghostface. Oh, my friend Tyler, he loves horror movies. And he's not a big Mortal Kombat fan, but he loves Ghostface. So he's going to buy Mortal Kombat. So there's more sales right there. And he's going to play Ghostface. He's going to get good at the game only because he wants to play Ghostface. You see what I'm saying? Like, people have to understand that I get why you don't like, all the guest characters and you're tired of them. But like, if you zoom out, the grand scheme of things, the grand scheme of the audience and the fans, there is a very large fan base for these guest characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. I don't think they're ever going to go away. I don't like the next Mortal Kombat game, the next Injustice 2 had Raiden, hilarious. It had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, also awesome. So kind of guesty because TMNT has been in DC Comics and whatever before, but you get the idea. Like, NetherRealm going forward in their fighting games, do I think they're not gonna do guest characters? No. So like, if I know that they're always gonna have them, might as well get used to it. You can't beat them, join them. And I'm here to join them because even if I hated them, they're not going away. They're here to stay. So so this is where I want to. I've made my statement. I like having a lot of guest characters as DLC. I am this guy in this picture standing up right now. So with all that being said, sorry, no, that's kind of a lot there to answer, like, just have this fun topic of conversation. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat. If you're watching this, let me know which side of this like teeter-totter do you sit on. Do you like having a lot of guest characters as DLC in Mortal Kombat and these fighting games, or are you tired of these guest characters? Again, it's your opinion, so totally go for it. You know, keep it civil as much as possible, but it is more opinion based. Like, again, I can see why you are tired of them, but I love them and I want more of them. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of guest characters in Mortal Kombat as a franchise? If you guys haven't already, subscribe here for more content. We have new videos Monday and Friday, and we're streaming twice a week, and who doesn't want more content? You guys have a great day. Be safe. Take it one step at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video and or stream.